Hey, what's going on, guys? Christian Hanna Horror here. We're back with horror Blu-rays I want you to own. The volume number is slipping my mind right now, so just know whatever it said in the video description, that's the volume number, or the title of the video, rather. It's been a while. This is my most requested series, and I love doing it, so I'm very excited to bring you the next edition of this show. With the exception of one title in here, these are all Scream Factory. I never plan on doing it that way, but it is what it is. So, let's shuffle them. How about that? Let's shuffle the movies. That way it's no particular order. I don't want you to think like one is more important than the other one. Okay, how about this? Number 1 is actually reminiscent of my shirt. I want you guys to pick up Return of the Living Dead Part 2 from Scream Factory. I know that Part 1 is going out of print. I have a strong suspicion this is going to be the next one. Now, this movie has not gotten a legitimate Blu-ray release overseas, and it's a weird thing. I'm not exactly sure why, but you're not going to want to sleep on this movie. Return of the Living Dead Part 2 is one of my favorite movies on the entire planet of God's green earth. I love this movie so much. It's its own thing. It uses the same style from the first one, taking the two main characters and giving them a different story. But it's fun. It's one of the only movies that uses kids that I really just love so much till this day. It's got a heartbeat to it. It's energetic. It's fun. It's got a great soundtrack. Tom Matthews and James Cameron are just lovely as ever. Suzanne Snyder is just awesome. I love Suzanne Snyder. I loved her hair in it too. She had really cool bangs and red hair. She's just awesome, lovable. You've seen her in other great movies like Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I love this movie. I want it to find more of its audience because it's out there. It's waiting for you to discover it. So if you haven't seen this movie, if you don't own this Blu-ray, please get on it. Special features are amazing on this. So many great interviews with Ken Wiederhorn, the director, and other people. So definitely get this Blu-ray, guys, from Scream Factory. Don't miss out on it, please. I don't want you to miss out on it. That is Return of the Living Dead Part 2 from Scream Factory. So the next movie is actually one that's the only non-Scream Factory in this list. Again, I don't mean to do that, but I actually want you guys to... this is a budget Blu-ray, and there is some special features on here, but it's a good price. That's Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3, Leatherface. This one... Excuse me, I'm a little sick today. This is a Warner Archive collection. It's so funny how back when this movie was made from New Line, it was like, oh, I guess we got to put this out. But they were very upset about the movie. They thought it was a miserable movie. Jeff Burritt's a great movie. Don't let anybody tell you any differently. But now it's a Warner Archive movie. Just goes to show you how times change. And when the fans are there and they speak up, the studios take notice. So this Blu-ray is a good Blu-ray. They actually did a really good transfer on this. It looks really good. There's actually some special features too. A filmmaker commentary, The Saw's Family Making Of. We Know What to Do with Them Parts, deleted scenes, alternate endings, theatrical trailers. So yeah, it's not rated, so I love this Blu-ray. If you don't own it, definitely get your hands on it because Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3 is awesome. I love Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. Yeah, one of the best sequels, I think. So definitely pick it up. That's from Warner Archive. I'll have Amazon affiliate links down below, guys, for all these. If you use them, it doesn't cost you anything extra. I just get I get some change from the sale. The next one is a movie that people have been wanting me to talk about, and I figure, you know what, let's just go ahead and get it out right here. 1979 Dracula. This is my favorite Dracula film on the planet. Frank Langella and Laurence Olivier are amazing. John Carpenter. Donald Pleasance is in this, and he is so awesome in this movie. I mean, he is so good. It feels like he's in his element in the making of this. It's just magical. So good. This Blu-ray is great. It gives you... Okay, so apparently the director, I think, wanted this movie to be black and white, but the studios did not want to do that. So they give you this 1991 decolorized version, so you could watch that, and you can enjoy that. But you get the 79 theatrical colored version, which is the way I prefer and recommend watching the film. But it's cool that they give you that 91 decolorized version. So, desaturated color timing, excuse me. This movie is a life force all of its own. The opening scene is amazing with the boat in the storm. It's got flavor to it. I like it more than the 92 Dracula. I really do. Absolute, my favorite Blu-ray I picked up this year so far is this Dracula. Don't sleep on it, guys. Get it now. Trust me, get it now. This is an amazing film, especially if you're not into old school movies, 50s, 60s, but you like the character of Dracula. This is you. This is you. I love 92's Bram Stoker's. This is the winner. This is it. Next on the list, number 4, is a John Carpenter film that has found its audience, but maybe somebody's going to watch this video that hasn't seen this yet. In the Mouth of Madness. Now, this is a 1995 effort from John Carpenter using the great works from K&B. This is an amazing film. It feels like a H.P. Lovecraft style movie, but I think it's supposed to kind of feel like that. It's all about this writer named Sutter Kane who makes these amazing novels, and everybody's addicted to them. They're great horror novels. He's like the Stephen King in this world, but I actually think Stephen King exists in that world, and they even comment on him, if memory serves. But yeah, this is a great movie. I think this is one of John's top 5 efforts ever, and it got no praise when it came out because nobody saw it. It wouldn't be until a year later when Scream would revitalize horror in the theater, but In the Mouth of Madness delivers on every facet, and it's one of the most ambitious films John Carpenter ever did. I put it up there with like The Thing in terms of its ambitiousness and just visual stunning quality. I love this movie. If you haven't seen In the Mouth of Madness, you won't want to sleep on it. It feels like a love child between a John Carpenter and Clive Barker movie, so that should sound pretty cool to a lot of you. So this is a great Blu-ray, new 4K scan of the original film elements, new audio commentary with John and his wife Sandy King, Horror's Hallowed Grounds, new interviews with Julie Carmen and Greg Nicotero, audio commentary with John and cinematographer Gary Kibb, theatrical trailer, TV spots, and more. Fully loaded, beautiful transfer. Don't sleep on that. That's In the Mouth of Madness. And the last one is another John Carpenter film. I love this movie. And if this film has, if In the Mouth of Madness is starting to get its audience, I want this film to get it too. This is my favorite from the 90s from him. It really is. Vampires. Now, this is from 1998 from John Carpenter. I love Vampires. A Western, vampire monster movie starring James Wood, who is one of my all-time favorite actors. Top 5 actors for me. Kurt Russell, James Wood, Michael J. Fox. But James Wood is one of my all-time favorites. He is awesome in this movie. He is nothing like a bad son of a gun in real life, but John made him feel and look like one big time in this movie, and I loved it. And he's a good actor, so he can do that. This movie was so fun. I love it. They have to track down they're vampire hunters, and they track them down, and they can't be seen in the sunlight unless they literally burst into flames, and it was so cool. I loved it. The main vampire is evil, sadistic. The movie is so 90s feeling, too. It makes me want to go to Taco Bell or something. Cause to me, I think of late 90s, I think of Taco Bell. That's like my thing. So I instantly just want to go to Taco Bell and just tear it up after watching this movie. I love vampires so much. Everything about John Carpenter's filmmaking, I think, is present here, and I just love it, love it, love it. So that is my last one, and I don't want these to go to print on you guys. So that is the 5 horror Blu-rays I want you to own in this episode. So please, guys, please let me know in the comment section below if you're going to pick one of those up. And if you do want to, please use the affiliate links. I would really appreciate that. If not, it's not a problem. Let me know if you have those titles and your thoughts on them. And, of course, let me know what needs to be in the next volume of Horror Blu-rays I want you to own. This is Christian Hanna Horror. I love you guys. We'll see you next time.